Have you ever met someone who barely posts anything online, and yet somehow he's the most powerful man in the room? While everyone else is shouting for attention, he moves in silence, calm, grounded, untouchable. No constant updates, no look at me performance, but his presence feels heavier than the loudest person there. That kind of man is rare, and in this video, I'll show you why the men who stay unseen are often the most dangerous, in the best way, and how you can quietly become one of them. Welcome to Stoic Inspire. Here, we don't teach you how to be louder. We teach you how to be unshakable. We live in a time where validation has become the new oxygen. Most people don't realize it, but they are addicted to being seen. They measure their worth in likes, comments, and views. They post not because they have something to say, but because they're terrified of being forgotten. It looks harmless, a selfie here, a story there, a little update. But slowly, their nervous system gets wired to one thing. Did anyone notice me? That's the trap. Marcus Aurelius warned himself, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Most people today don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. They waste it performing who they want others to think they are. They talk about discipline instead of building it. They post quotes about strength instead of living it. They show their life instead of actually being present in it. On the surface, it looks confident. Underneath, it's insecurity dressed up as content. And here's the dangerous part most men never see. The more you live for attention, the weaker you become, even if the whole world is watching you. Because the moment your sense of worth depends on being seen, you've given the world the power to erase you. But there is another kind of man. He is not hiding. He is observing. He doesn't need to announce his plans, showcase his meals, or prove his worth through a screen. He moves in silence, calm, grounded, untouchable. While others are busy crafting an image, he is building a character. While others are chasing visibility, he is building something far rarer, inner alignment. He knows something most people don't. Attention is a currency, and where you spend it determines who you become. So instead of spending it on endless scrolling, comparison, and noise, he spends it on mastery. Here on Stoic Inspire, we return to a simple Stoic truth. The only true possession you have is your mind. Everything else can be taken. So the man who guards his attention is not just protecting his time, he is guarding his soul. Let's break down 3 powers of the man who lives in silence. Power number 1. He guards his attention like a fortress. In a world addicted to sharing, he chooses not to live publicly online. That doesn't mean he disappears. It means he builds a fortress of solitude around his mind. He knows the endless scroll dulls the mind, breeds comparison, and quietly weakens the spirit. So while others lose hours trying to impress people they will never meet, he uses that time differently. To think, to build, to sharpen his craft, to get his life in order. Seneca once said, "We don't have a short life. We just waste most of it." The silent man refuses to waste his on performance. He spends it on becoming someone real. That's why his presence feels heavy. You're not feeling his Instagram feed. You're feeling his work. Power number 2. He doesn't live for approval. The second power of the unseen man is brutal but simple. He does not live for applause. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Most people reverse this. They ask, what will make people like me? Then they build a life around that answer. Those who choose silence flip it. They decide who they want to be first, and they live according to that, whether anyone is watching or not. Their self-respect isn't built on public display. It's forged in private discipline. No one sees the early mornings, the workouts done in silence, the moments of restraint when they want to react, but don't. The quiet decisions to do the right thing when it would be easier not to. They don't need to post their progress to feel it's real, because their life already feels real from the inside. This is where their power comes from. The man who doesn't constantly post has learned to pause and ask himself, am I doing this for meaning or for validation? Most men never ask that question. They just hit share and hope someone cares. The silent man no longer begs to be seen. He would rather respect himself than impress a stranger. Power number 3. He lets results speak, not performance. Here's where the quiet man becomes dangerous. He feels the same urges everyone else does. The urge to show his achievements, the urge to prove his worth, the urge to be admired. But he conquers that urge. He understands the danger of living for attention. What people give you in admiration, they can take from you in an instant. So he chooses a different path. He doesn't talk about what he will do. He just does it. He doesn't broadcast every small win. He stacks them in silence. He chooses to live by results, not recognition, to build in silence, to endure in silence, to succeed in silence, because he knows that real strength needs no witness. The Stoics had a word for the kind of control this requires: apatheia, not the absence of feeling, but freedom from the emotions that make most men slaves. Most men are dragged around by likes, opinions, comments, jealousy. The silent man feels all of that, and then chooses not to kneel to it. That's not passivity. That's spiritual maturity. When you reach this level of awareness, your relationship with the world changes. You no longer crave attention, you command it. Not by shouting, but simply by being. You stop trying to be heard by everyone and start speaking only when it actually matters. People begin to feel your silence more than they feel other people's noise. In the age of oversharing, the quiet ones become unassailable. Their mind is their own. Their peace is not for sale. Their value is not up for public debate. The moment you start living for attention, you stop living for yourself. So the man who steps back from the spotlight doesn't disappear. He rises above it. Maybe that's the last real rebellion left. To live quietly, to move inward, to choose substance over show, to build a life so real it doesn't need an audience to feel meaningful. Silence is not absence, it is intentional presence. It is the calm in the storm, the unshakable pillar while chaos rages around. People who live publicly, constantly displaying their lives for applause, become reactive. Their emotions rise and fall with the tides of approval, envy, and attention. But the silent are free. Their mind is their own. Their peace is untouchable. Their strength is hidden. Their value is self-contained. And when they finally act, their actions speak louder than 1,000 posts ever could. The world does not shape them. They shape themselves. Strength, mastery, true presence. They are rarely loud. They are forged in the shadows, nurtured in solitude, and revealed only through action. Silence is not weakness, it's armor, it's power. And if you learn to wear it, the world will never be able to touch who you really are. So how do you start becoming that man in practical terms? Before you post, pause and ask, am I doing this for meaning or for validation? If it's validation, don't post it. Do at least one good thing each day that no one knows about. Not a single person. Train yourself to act from virtue, not applause. Guard one block of time every day for silence. No phone, no music, no noise. Just you, your thoughts, and your life. That's where clarity returns. These are small actions, but they shift you from performer to pillar. If you're still here, you're not like most people. You're not addicted to noise. You're hungry for depth. Here on Stoic Inspire, we study the mindset of men who choose virtue over vanity, discipline over performance, and inner strength over outer show. If you're serious about becoming that kind of man, like this video, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and subscribe to Stoic Inspire. Build a life so real it doesn't need an audience.